Hey guys, what's going on? Frank Rich here from REBOOT Recovery, and in today's video, I want to answer the question, should I or should you hire somebody to help you quit porn, remove this destructive habit out of your life, rebuild your body, rewire your brain, and ultimately step into the life that you know you were created to live? But before we get into today's video, guys, let me remind you who we are and what we do here. My name is Frank Rich, CEO, founder, and head coach at REBOOT Recovery, and it is our mission to help men break free from the shackles of porn addiction through the power of faith and fitness. Now, we do that in a handful of different ways. First off, right here on the Rebuild Your Life YouTube channel, we are releasing new videos every single day, Monday through Friday at this point. So if you're new to the channel and haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there, and also turn those post notifications on so you are notified every single time a new video is released. And secondly, for you guys that are in the early stages of identifying some of the problems that porn has had on your life and how it's negatively holding you back from stepping into the life you were created to live, and are curious about what life could look like for you once you've been able to remove this destructive habit out of your life, make sure to download our free ebook, guys. It's a 7-step guide to living life without porn, where we walk you through the exact process that we use with our students and clients here at REBOOT Recovery, and how to identify a lot of the areas in which porn is negatively impacting your life, how to then take that and build a successful plan to remove this habit, rebuild your body, rewire your brain, and ultimately step into the life that you were created to live, but then how to find yourself accountable and follow through and execute on this over the course of 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and far into the future. So that's a 7-step guide to living life without porn. I'm gonna link it down there in that first pinned comment below. But let's get back to answering today's question, guys. Should you, or should I, should anybody hire somebody to help them quit porn? And before I kind of explain how my process, like how I view this, I want to share with you a little excerpt. You guys obviously know that I'm a huge fan of books, whether they're personal development, business related, marketing, growth, mindset, spirituality, religion, porn recovery. I've read, I don't know, somewhere over probably close to 1,000 books at this point in my entire life. But one book that I read back in 2015 for the first time, and it's really become a yearly reread for me, was the book Influence by Dr. Robert Cialdini. And in the book Influence, it's basically it's a breakdown of how people make decisions, what ultimately moves people to driving to yes, but what actually, once they make that decision, how do they actually hold it more accountable, and how they actually gain more confidence. So in the book Influence by Dr. Robert Cialdini, they share a study that they did. And this study was done at a horse track. So they had a series of participants or people in this study, and they had them select the horse in which they thought was going to win the race. And in doing that, they tested their confidence in that particular horse. Now, the next thing they did with these participants is they had each one of them walk up to the counter and place a bet on the horse that they chose. And here's what they found. Literally, the minute that they placed a bet, the minute that they invested into the horse, the minute that they put skin in the game, their confidence in that horse, their confidence in the ability of that horse to win the race rose. It elevated. Nothing else changed. All the horses were all still the same. The race was still taking place on the same track, the same environment, the same date, the same time. The only difference is that the candidates or the participants in the study now had an investment made on that particular horse. And it was in doing that, it was in putting money on the table, it was in putting skin in the game, as some people like to use the terminology here. It was in doing that the confidence in the horse that they chose rose. So what does this mean to you? Well, perhaps right now you're struggling with, actually, can I do this? Actually, do I have the ability to end this habit and step into the life that I was created to live? Perhaps you've been struggling for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I get it. I was there. I understand what it's like. And when you've tried and failed and tried and failed and tried and failed again, it's hard to have confidence in yourself. So here's why perhaps putting a little bit of money on the table, putting a little bit of skin in the game, hiring somebody, just for the sheer fact that it's going to raise your confidence in what you're doing, because it's proven, it's been studied by psychologists. Now, here's an extra added bonus, because I think if you could just up the confidence in yourself to literally, if that was the only thing that changed by hiring a coach, then job well done, money well spent. It's an investment on your life, on your future, and ultimately becoming the man that you were created to be. But here's what else you get when you hire somebody. You actually get to work with somebody that's got a proven formula. Now, hence, you want to make sure that you do your background information on the coach or the program or whoever it is you're deciding to work with. But if they have a proven track record, if they've done it themselves, that's a win because they know actually what you're about to embark on. But if they've taken that same exact approach and then replicated it with 1 man, 2 men, 4 men, 8 men, if it's a proven formula, then you're going to buy speed. You're going to buy time. You're going to buy a proven process and formula, which you're not going to find if you're trying to do this on your own. Thirdly, you're going to get some accountability. I can't tell you how many men I speak with on a weekly basis. These are clients. These are guys that are in our coaching program that when first thing we get on the call, their immediate response is, brother, I got to tell you, man, I was struggling. I had a thought of potential, going back into old ways, but all I could think about was I got to talk to Frank today. I got to get on the phone with Frank, and I will not allow myself to, in that first call, let him down. So you're going to buy confidence in yourself. Actually proven by scientific data that when you put money on the table, skin in the game, your confidence in yourself or your confidence in whatever it is you invested in raises. So you're going to buy confidence, you're going to buy a proven formula, you're going to buy speed, and you're going to buy accountability. Literally knowing that there's another person walking this journey with you, knowing that there's another person on this fight. You don't want to fail back. You don't want to go back into your old patterns to let yourself down, but you also don't want to let your tribe down. You don't want to let your coach down. You don't want to let your mentor down. So do I think you should hire a coach? Absolutely. If you're in the financial position where a small little investment into yourself, into your future makes sense, then absolutely, because this is going to do a handful of things. We've already talked about it. Improve your confidence, gain speed, give you a proven formula, gain accountability, get into a community. So these are the reasons why I invest in coaches in all areas of my life, from fitness to business to mindset to relationships to addiction recovery. I have people that I pay money to just to hold me accountable so I can continue to show up for you. Okay? So I'm not preaching something that I'm not actively living out. Okay? So what does this mean now? What's the next step? Well, I've already given you the formula here. If you're interested in our coaching, if you're interested in getting into our program, the only way to do this right now is to download that free ebook. It's a 7-step guide to living life without porn. Like I said, it's linked down there in the first pinned comment. But once you download that, you're going to be prompted to schedule a call with myself. And in this first initial call, which is absolutely free, we'll map out a formula. We'll talk about, okay, how long is this going to look like? What's the formula? What's the commitment from you? But if you're seriously about changing your life, as we're ending 2020 and getting ready to start a new year, it's my advice that you stop living on the fence. You stop living curiously about, can I actually stop? You decide, you make a commitment, you find the person that's going to help you in this fight, you join forces with them, and you ultimately step out of the destructive habit holding you back and step into the life that you know we're created to live. So that's it, guys. Do I think that you should hire a coach? Absolutely. Does that coach need to be me? Absolutely not. Would I be grateful to work with you? 100%, because this is my life's work. This is like I said at the beginning of the video, this is our mission here. We want to help 1,000 men next year. 1,000 men I want to work with personally through our one-on-one coaching program. Okay, so if you're ready and you're interested, download the free book, comment below, say I'm committed and I'm ready, and let's make this thing happen, brother. Let's end your fight with pornography today, and let's become the man that you were created to be. Frank Ruiz from Ebook Recovery. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're new to the channel and haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also turn those post notifications on. But I'll see you guys tomorrow on the other side with another video. God bless and take care.